Part 2 in our video series of what every agent needs to succeed in the Austin real estate scene is coming up right now, and today we're going to go over the training you need to succeed in Austin real estate. Join us in just a second. Welcome to Behind the Scenes with Spyglass Realty with Ryan Rodenbeck and Matt Edwards. Number 2, training. So when I say training, it's been the joke in real estate that if you want to learn more about real estate, you do more than go to real estate school, right? And what was it? What's the saying? Like, oh yeah, you can learn how many cubic feet are in a yard, right? On a driveway. Like who fucking cares, right? Like we want real training here, right? We want in-depth training and examples of training that your big box does is like. And
I'm going to interject.
Go for it. Go for it.
So when I first, moved to Austin and got in, got my license and all that kind of good stuff, I didn't even go interview with the big real estate companies because I did not want their training.
Yeah.
Because for the sure fact that, they suck up the bulk of new agents, put them through the trainer, and that makes all of them the same.
Yeah.
More or less. And when I met with Ryan, I was talking to him, and he talked about the marketing and the things that he does different. That was really what kind of sold me on going to work for Ryan. It was a smaller firm, which I knew that's what I wanted. And I wanted a more of a mentor role, which he is, and he does things a little different. And so I've really, learned a ton of information that if I'd have gone somewhere else, it might have taken me 5 years and a lot of money to learn on myself. Whereas I'm right here every day learning from him, and my education's been drastically sped up. Yeah,
and Matt made it. I mean, I remember like, can I be in this room listening to you? I mean, like he was a great example. Like, mind you, Matt has an entrepreneurial history, right? But like the way he went about doing this was like, I want to be in the same room. I want to like listen to your calls, and like it was very smart. In fact, it's helped me develop more training moving forward as far as that. Like, but like, he would just, if I'm on the call with someone, he just listened, and he was, basically absorbing through being in here. And that's like when we do it, we work with our agents. This is a big light bulb moment. Like, how often are they in the office? If you really want to learn, you're going to be in the office. So examples of like big box training are, let me write this down. Like show you how to do an open house. Okay. Which, that has its value. We do that too. But the training that we go through, and this is why Johnny's here, let him talk about this for a second. But the training that we go through is, training on negotiation, right? Like when it comes to like value add.
We use the term scripts a lot because through training, it's just a term that's easy for people to understand what that is. But really, it's almost like calculated dialogue and learning what it is that the services you provide.
Yeah.
And understanding and figuring out what words and what sentences, what can you use and say to communicate that and articulate that to your customers and to your clients, so that they understand it, and that it's not just kind of muddying up the water. It's crystal clear what it is that you offer, but then also learning what to say to get you through the process to understand how you can help that person.
Yeah, and I love that term, calculated dialogue. I don't know if you coined that just now, but it was awesome.
Conversation when you're good at it.
Yeah.
Every sentence you say, every question you ask flows.
Right, and the word script to me turns me off a little bit, because the way I feel about this, and I forgot, we don't have you on a mic here, so we'll talk like this. But the script kind of turns me off because it's like you're I don't know. I don't like to be salesy, but at the same time, like, when you're talking to someone who's very possibly talking to 3 or 4 or 5 other realtors or logged on to 3 different sites, and, at least 40% of our industry doesn't know what they're doing, right? So you really have to, you have to communicate with them how you're not the idiot that 40% of our industry is, right? So how do you do that? I love calculated dialogue, by the way. That's great. Yeah. Join us next week as we go over the next item you're going to need to succeed in Austin real estate. Very exciting subject, the tech that agents need to use when they're practicing real estate in Austin.